few minutes ago, I was sitting in my car, just seeking the Lord for the future, and getting in touch with God and feel the presence of Him. And I just felt like a word came to me as I was reading Psalms 139. It's a very familiar psalm, so I will read a few parts of it, and I will share what God showed me from verse 7 to 8. Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I ascend into heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, you are there. If I say, surely the darkness shall fall on me, even the night shall be light about me. Indeed, the darkness shall not hide from you, but the night shines as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to you. I just felt so strongly that God is with us wherever we are and whenever we are. And He lives in the high and the holy. And in the book of Isaiah, it says that God lives in the holy and the high place, but He also dwells in those that have a humble heart, and that is with a contrite spirit. Those who are suffering, and those are really in a bad situation, but those who are humble before God, that's a place where God lives in. And it says here in Psalms 139 that even if we are sent to heaven, to His glory, where there is only joy and peace and happiness and forgiveness, God is there. But also, if we make our bed in hell, behold, God is there. And it's hard for us to understand sometimes that in the midst of suffering and pain and trials and tribulations, God is actually there. He's there on Mount Sinai with Moses when he was up there in the glory of God, just filled his plate with a heavenly and with a thick presence. God was there. But He's also in the prison with Paul and Silas. He was also there when they worshiped in the midst of suffering, in the midst of tribulation. God was there, and He opened up the gates, as we all know, when they worship the Lord. So I just felt like there's an encouragement from God that He is there, where whatever it feels like and whatever we're going through, if we count with Him on all our ways, He will make our path straight. He will make our path shine. His word is like a lantern to our feet. And isn't that amazing? If we don't know the path, if we don't know the direction we're going, His light, His lantern, His word is like a lantern on our path. And it's just such mercy from God that in our trials and tribulation, His lantern, His word will just shine our path. And that's just amazing. And it says here in Psalms 139 that even if we say, surely the darkness fall on me, even if the night shall be light about me, indeed the darkness shall not hide from you, but the night shines as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to you. The day and the night they're all bright for God, because it says that the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Jesus is the light of the world, and God just spoke the world into His existence, and He spoke light. May there be light. So wherever we are right now in life, if there is a darkness, or even if we walk in the valley of the shadow of death, we shall not fear, we shall not want, because He is with us. His staff and His rod is protecting us. He is our shepherd, and His light, it shines. And isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? No matter how dark it is, God is there. No matter how desperate your situation may seem like, God is shining His light in that situation. But we have to count on Him. We have to keep on focusing on the grace of God, and keep on being faithful, and keep on being thankful even in the midst of trials. Because if we lose that, if we lose our gratitude against God, and if we lose our thanksgiving towards God, there will be just darkness and despair and hopelessness. That's what will just fill our minds. That's what will fill our lives. But if we keep focus on God, it says in the book of Galatians that seek ye the things that are above, not the things that is on earth. We have to seek the things that is above in heaven, because the things here on earth, they're all gonna vanish one day. And you know, it just, at the moment, things may seem terrible and hard and just harsh and cruel, and it may be true, it may be like that. But if we focus on the things that is above, if we focus on the things that is in heaven, you know, His light will shine. It says also in, I think it's the book of Ephesians, that we will shine like stars in the night if we only hold on to the Word of God. We will shine like stars in the light. You know, you and me in the midst of the night, you know, when everything is darkness around, we can still shine like a star. And who doesn't want to shine like a star? You know, you go out there in the night and everything is dark, but you see the stars. That's what this, it's glorious to come out there in the night and you see that's the marvel of God. Wow, you look at the stars, this is the glory of God. You see the stars, and that's what you and me are supposed to be like in a dark world and in a dark situation. Yeah, we're supposed to be like the stars. So I just want to encourage you today that if you're going through a tough time, if you're going through trials and tribulation and darkness of any kind, just remember that God, He dwells in the high place. He dwells in the heavens. But if we make our bed in hell, you are there. And even if there is darkness around us, the darkness is not dark for God. It's as the sun itself, because He is the sun. He is the light of the world. So God bless you, and just continue to thank God and continue to pray to Jesus and read His holy word, and eventually things will turn and it will come right. Yeah, so God bless you and have a good day.